What is up, everybody? It is Wick here. I'm getting ready to go thrifting, but first I gotta ship out some items. I got 15 items to ship out, and I'm going to show you a few, and then we're going to go hit those thrift stores and find some more stuff to flip on eBay and Amazon. First item I got here is this metric Craftsman wrench set. I think I paid about $11 for these, and ended up selling this one for $68. I only have them listed for $39.99, but somebody paid $23.15 to have them shipped. Next, I'm shipping out these OnePlus earbuds. I bought a new phone last month, a OnePlus 8 Pro, and these came free. It was a Black Friday deal. And I already got some wireless earbuds, and I also got a wireless headset, so I didn't need these, and I sold them for 85 bucks. That's an awesome thing about reselling. You can sell stuff that you own that you just don't need anymore. Next, we got this Ultra Racer steering controller for PlayStation. Picked this up at a Salvation Army. Paid $2.99 for it. Sold it for $24.99 plus shipping for a total of $34.22. Next, I got this vintage Disney Peter Pan Disney on Ice plush. Got this at a thrift store. Bought it by accident, really, because I had it in the cart. And when I got to checkout, I'm like, I didn't research this. And I just decided to buy it because it was $10, so it was priced up a bit. But I did sell it for $25, so I got my money back. I think I made probably $2 or $3 on top of that. Next, I'm shipping out this respirator. I paid $6 for it. I sold it for $40. We are at the first thrift store of the day, a Goodwill, looking at the paintings and photos. And I'd like to know in the comments if anyone sells a lot of paintings like this, found at thrift stores. I know there's got to be some gems out there, some good things to look for. I don't know what they are exactly. If I find something interesting, I can look up the artist or style or name. But I don't see a lot of interesting things, to be honest. Here's some Nike red shoes. They want $24.99. I looked them up just to make sure they weren't anything special. They're selling for like $20 used on eBay, so not worth picking up in Goodwill. Goodwill usually prices their Nike stuff high because it's Nike. They think it's worth a lot, but Nike makes so many different shoes that are just really, I'm not going to call it a trash brand, but it's just kind of flooded and they make a lot of garbage. Over here we find some more Nike shoes, some more red ones, $24.99, probably donated by the same person. These will still sell at Goodwill. Somebody will buy them because they're Nike and they like them. They'll spend the $24.99. Unfortunately, that just encourages Goodwill to price them. Obviously, if they can get $24.99 for shoes, they're going to price them at that. Unfortunately, in their mind, they're going to start pricing every Nike $24.99. It happens. They go through phases. They'll sell some, and then it's like every Nike is $24.99, and then they never sell. And then they start marking them back down to around $5 or $6. It's just a process to go through all the time. Here we have some sort of faucet parts here. I looked that up, was not worth picking up. Something inside of this box, I'm not even sure what it was, a pump or something. I remember it's been at this Goodwill for a while. Coin sorter, not worth picking up. However, there's certain brands. I wish I could remember the brand. Really high-end coin sorters like banks would use. I've found those before and sold them. $80, $90. They're great to pick up. Looking at the pots and pans, trying to find some high-end stuff, maybe some cast iron. Just not finding any. It's very hard to find that stuff at Goodwill. It's very rare I come across any good brands. There's some Goodwill plastic knives. I don't think too many people want to buy their plastic throwaway knives at a Goodwill. They're probably priced too high anyway than what they are in the store. The craft section, all kinds of goodies can be in here. Most of them I probably don't recognize just by looking at them. Some people out there might see something that I missed. I'll look for latch hook kits, and I know there's sewing patterns that are good. There's some diaper genies up there. This was in a previous video. They were there, and some people point out in the comments they're worth money. Those, unfortunately, I checked. They were priced too high. I think $3.99 a piece. A lot of them were opened. There's some ink that wasn't worth picking up, very bad ink. But a lot of those were open and damaged, and there's maybe 2 or 3 good ones there you could actually sell. And I believe it was like a lot of 10 or 12 of those sold for $60 I saw on eBay. So picking all those up if they were in good condition and priced at like $1 would have been good. However, just the scenario this time wasn't worth it. Here we have some sort of stamp thing. I could actually make $4 profit on this. It would have sat for a while. So I just left it. I have literally hundreds of items in my death pile where I can make more than $4 that I need to list. So I don't need to buy that and spend time, listing it and waiting for it to sell to make $4. If it's something that would fly off the shelf to make $4, I think it's easy enough. But yeah, just something I left. Looking at the dishes, trying to find some Pyrex or something good to flip. Not seeing a whole lot. And over here, the same with the glassware. I'm not seeing a whole lot that I recognize. Again, this is an area I'm not too super, educated in. So we're always learning, and I like to spend time going through looking for the unique stuff. Moving on over here, I see a typewriter, and it was a pretty good typewriter to pick up. $7.99. It was too beat up, though. It was missing the cover. So we left that. Otherwise, I think it was a $50, $60 typewriter. Recently sold a typewriter. So we left that. That might have already been in footage because it was there for about a week. I can't remember if we've seen that already on the channel. Here is a little teardrop light. Kind of cool looking. Kind of reminded me of a Dragon Warrior slime or something. If it was a Dragon Warrior slime light, I would have most certainly bought that. And looking at some of these small appliances, and I don't know if I actually paid attention to them in my mind because they look kind of interesting on camera, so I don't know if I looked them up. We're at the next Goodwill. We pick up a smoke detector because some of those can be worth picking up. We got this video transfer thing, and I don't know what these things are worth, so I'm just putting them in the cart right now to look up. Unfortunately, both of them were not worth picking up. This controller is like an off-brand, private label, Chinese type controller. Not really worth picking up, I don't think. Usually they're not. I didn't look it up. It felt very cheap. What do we got here? Just some weird electronics. Not a whole lot has been coming in at this Goodwill in terms of small appliances and electronics. Shelves are still pretty empty. Speakerphone, not really worth it. What do we have on the shelf? Not seeing anything. So we're going to move over to the toy area. I guess we're going to go to the media first. So here we are at the media, and there are some games up here, like Tekken 6 here, which is actually worth selling on Amazon. Can make some money. However, I open it up, I check the disc, and it's really beat up. The case is cracked. It's missing the manual. So I just decided to leave that. You don't find a whole lot of video games in Goodwill. It's hard to find them. So many people are looking for them. I think like the last year, all the video games I've found at Goodwill have been on a new cart because they go that quick and they're just rare to come out anymore. Here's a sealed game, Crossword Cubes. We throw that in the cart to check. Did end up picking that up. We're looking in the toys, trying to find anything that looks interesting. And there's some stuff here. See some of the Imaginext toys. Trying to find some games. And I did pick up some games for Amazon. I'm still trying to decide how I'm going to be selling those. So they're going to be in this video. And there's some Imaginext figures and the Play School Hero figures. $4.99 for the bag, and I'm seeing some very good stuff in there, some good quality. So yeah, we put that in the cart. And of course, if I'm buying one bag, I'm going to buy 2 bags. But I don't see the third bag back there. You can see it on camera. However, I did see it. I came back through my second round and saw it and put it in the cart. So we did get all 3 bags. And we found some decent board games as well. Here's some like fake Lego minifigs. I believe I scanned those and they just weren't even selling. Yeah, so we're just looking around trying to spot anything else. I should have looked at more of the Imaginext vehicles. You can see like the Joker vehicle there. Millennium Falcon's back there. A lot of these Imaginext vehicles and playsets are just not worth selling without the figures. However, I'm grabbing some figures. And I picked up some Power Ranger figures in that lot of stuff. And yeah, I should have looked for some of the Megazord stuff because that stuff is really good for Imaginext. Down here, I find this IKEA like cushion cover set, and some of the IKEA stuff can be good. So we put that in the cart, and it was good. Very good. Just like those Imaginext figures, they ended up being an amazing find. Probably one of my best finds of the year, and maybe in my top 10 finds of the year. I wouldn't be surprised because they're worth a lot of money. And looking around, what are we seeing? Not a whole lot. Of course, I'm doing these voiceovers because of the music they play in Goodwill. Videos get copyright strikes if you have music playing in the background that's copyrighted. So yeah, I just do these vlogs where I'm rambling on, trying to find stuff to say. But yeah, I get feedback that people like it, so I keep doing it. It's better than silence, right? So we are at another Goodwill now, and here is a door handle. I ended up picking this up. You can make a little bit of money on Amazon with that. There's a CD player down here. I believe it was on brand. 99 cents. Kind of beat up. Ended up leaving it. Maybe could have sold it, made a little bit of money. I usually only pick up Sony or maybe Panasonic ones that are special. Sony doesn't really have to be special because it's Sony and it's already special. If it's Sony, people will buy those. Some more art over there. Not really looking great. Going down the line, trying to find some items to flip. Not seeing a whole lot there. Don't find a whole lot of stuff in the wood aisle, housewares aisle, whatever it is. Here's some in cap stuff. Looking for something unique. I found calculators at this Goodwill before, TI 84 pluses, in these little baskets. So we always gotta check. Here's some sort of retainer cleaner. I believe I looked this up. I meant to look it up. Because I was like, some of that stuff can be valuable. Didn't buy it, so I'm not sure why. I don't remember the exact reason. Some mugs. Looking for some unique mugs, mostly certain styles. Starbucks, stuff like that can be worth it. Up here, though, some Pocahontas, like McDonald's glasses, vintage. Those would have been good to pick up, but unfortunately, they were priced too high. Could have made like $25 on the set if they weren't priced high. It is time to go over the haul, and I'm actually pretty excited about this one. There's some great stuff here. Some different stuff like these Imaginext and Hasbro Heroes figures. Great deal on those. I'll go over all those in a minute, kind of tell you my thoughts on them. But yeah, let's just start right here with this lock. $2.99. Selling for about $30, I think it was, on Amazon, so we picked that up. We also got the Harry Potter book here. It's in good condition. If you don't know, I picked these up, and I'm trying to get a set. Then I sell the set, because you can make money when you sell the whole set. So I just pick them up when I see them. Then we got this crossword cubes puzzle here. This was $1.99, and I couldn't find any comps on it. But you know what? I figured maybe I could list it for $20. It's super light. It'll ship first class. I don't know. I just picked it up because it was new, sealed, and unique. We got some more games here. I got this Tripoli game. It's actually just the mat. I opened it up. I'm like, ooh, it's just the mat. But yeah, it was still worth picking up. It was selling for between $30 and $40 on eBay. There's one on Amazon for $89.99, but the listing has a lot of reviews because people probably expect to get the chips and the cards and everything, but it's just the deluxe layout only. To avoid returns, possible bad feedback, I'll probably just sell it on Amazon, or on eBay rather. Just do it that way. We got Catchphrase. I think this was selling for around $30. Of course, during the holiday season, it probably goes for a lot more. Same with Categories here. Sells for about $30. I paid $5 for that one. Okay, so next I got this DVD recorder combo unit. Salvation Army, $15. Kind of funny because my electronics rival and me, we're there every morning, and sometimes I get stuff, sometimes he does. Today, the guy brought out a VCR while we were there, and he grabbed it and said that he was going to buy it, and I'm like, okay, like no problem. It was a nice one. It was $11.99. Didn't have the remote. So then the guy came out a bit later, and I was looking at the games. He came over and handed me this and said, here's a combo unit if you want it. I got 15 on it, and I saw that it was a DVD recorder, and I instantly said yes. So I don't know if my electronics rival realized that he gave this to me, but I was really happy. It's been a long time since I've found one of these, and I usually sell these for over $300 on Amazon with the remote. Now, I can't return things here, so there's a good possibility it doesn't work. However, you can still sell these between $50, even $70 in non-working condition, depending on what the problem is. Also, to sell on Amazon, I'll have to buy a remote, and last time I checked, these remotes were really expensive, but even if I have to spend $40 on a remote, it might be worth it. I'll have to compare eBay prices and Amazon prices to see if it's worth it just to sell it without the remote on eBay. But either way, the goal is to sell this for about $325, $350 on Amazon. If it works, I can get the remote. I'll put some cables with it. And even if it doesn't work, we're making money. So hopefully it works. Hopefully everything's okay. But I think I'll make at least $250 on this if that's the case. And then right here, this was surprising. This is an IKEA like replacement cushion cover set for one of their products. I looked it up and it was selling for $100 plus shipping. Paid $9.99 for it. I'll make at least $80 on this. So then we got all these figures. Now, I've come across Imaginext stuff and these Hasbro hero figures and vehicles and stuff like that in the wild before. They're usually not worth picking up, especially at Goodwill. They'll put them in a bag like this. You'll see one or two and the rest of the toys are all trash. I picked up 3 bags of these and 99% of the stuff was good stuff. $4.99 a bag, so I got $15 into these figures. And I can tell you just selling these two right here together, I'm going to get my money back. Then you got Venom there. He's selling for like $30, $35. And the great thing is all of these are in really good condition. It's almost like they were never played with. A lot of the accessories are there. I think this basketball player was like 15. I think Mace Windu was about 15. And I spent the last hour just scrolling through eBay trying to familiarize myself with this kind of stuff. And I've learned a lot because I've never actually found enough Imaginext, to do real research. And most of this isn't Imaginext. It's like these figures here are, most of them are the Hasbro heroes. Some of these aren't even either. But there's some pretty good stuff here. I haven't checked. There's a bunch of accessories and vehicles in here, like a bunch of Batman motorcycles, Spider-Man motorcycles, but Green Goblin here is supposed to have something he rides on. If that's in there, I think he was pretty good. And the Power Rangers stuff, and I also think there were probably more bags. Hopefully I didn't leave any. If I look at the live footage and I see I left some, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. There's a good chance, maybe a kid bought them or a mom bought them, because here you got these Power Ranger items. You see the Black Ranger's, weapon there, but no Black Ranger. The White Ranger was selling for over $30. A lot of the full set of Power Rangers minus the White Ranger was like $40. So there's a good chance that, some of these figures ended up in another bag or something, or maybe it just lost, but a lot of this stuff is in such a good condition, I'd be surprised if it was just lost by the owner. But yeah, I think maybe $20, $25 for that whole Power Rangers lot. You got Luke and his little force ball there, whatever it is. That was pretty good. Darth Maul, I did not see his little bike that he rides. If that was with it, would be good. Got this guy here. I think he was 15. What's his name? Like Kit or something. Yeah, then you got this dragon. And the knight here, I saw this set sold for about $17, $18, which is surprisingly low. But he has fire in his mouth. You pull his tail, he opens his mouth and shoots it. A lot of these projectiles that these items shoot are in there, which was really surprising because a lot of times when you buy this kind of stuff, it's missing. But then I separated these by Star Wars. So you got Star Wars and you got superhero stuff. So this was surprisingly only worth about $15. I thought that was going to be better. But yeah, like 2 of these speeder bikes, I don't even know the value. I don't know the value in a lot of this. But my plan is just to little lots up. Like R2-D2 and C3PO and, maybe another figure and sell that for $20. Because a lot of these figures do sell for around $7 by themselves. Rather than sell each one individually, I'll just do lots of 2 or 3. If one of the units sell for, $12, $15, I'll sell one by itself. Like, who knows? I'm not going to spend too much time trying to figure out max way to make max profit or anything because I just want to get these listed and moved. Got like Batman in his little thing here. I don't know what that's worth. I'll just show you a few of them here. Like, you know, there's Superman. I think he was Imaginext. There's a bunch of different Spider-Man variations in here. Mr. Freeze, Penguin. We could do a villain lot and probably do pretty well. But lotting up 2 or 3 of these and making like $10 per 2 or 3, this is going to add up. Plus some of the better ones. I think minimum I'm going to make about $200, right, on this stuff. Might end up making more. And there's some other stuff that was in there that I haven't really looked up, like these Disney figures. I'm not sure what this show is. I'm not familiar with it. So maybe they're worth some money. We got Boo, Donkey Kong, Mario. Don't know what they're from. I don't think they're the hero stuff. A lot of these accessories, like one accessory can be worth 15. If you're wondering how I research this stuff, mostly I just keep scrolling through eBay, the solds, seeing what stuff sells for, recognizing, hey, this weapon goes with this figure, that kind of thing. Now, I've been really enjoying doing this because it's something different than cleaning shoes and testing electronics. So I don't mind putting a little extra time in it. Plus, it's going to be some pretty decent money. But you can also search for like Hasbro, Heroes, accessories, and just go down the list and see that kind of stuff, see what it goes to. A lot of people already know this stuff. They've done the research, so you might as well just kind of learn it that way. Got this. I don't know what this was in here. I guess it's like a toothbrush holder. It's from 96, the date. It has there. Probably not worth anything, but kind of odd that it was in there. You got some Monsters Inc. stuff. Seemed like I could get $15 and $20 just for that lot. But yeah, now that I've done this research, I have a very good idea of what to look for in the wild. So I'm going to be watching, especially at yard sales this season, to buy big lots of toys of this stuff. I can have a general idea of what it's going to be worth to me, how much money I can put into it. But anyway, that's it for the video, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button for me on the way out, or the dislike button if you did not enjoy the video. Make sure you're subscribed. I know a lot of people watch the videos. They just pop up in their feed and they never subscribe. Why don't you subscribe? You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, flipping_junk. It's been Wick. Till next time.